or good morning, or good afternoon, everyone, and particularly Mr. Fofana. I'm here before you to present you my English presentation about 3D printer. So, have you ever dreamed to imagine a thing, an object, and bring it to life? This futuristic idea is now possible thanks to 3D printing by using a 3D printer. Even if this name is enough for most of the people, 3D printing has existed for decades, but was mostly used in the manufacture field for industrial purposes. But now, smaller, friendly 3D printers are being brought to home and businesses. So, at present that 3D printer is meant to be part of our life, what this machine and what this process is really about. So, what is 3D printer? To explain what a 3D printer is, we have to explain first the process of 3D printing. So 3D printing is part of the process known as additive manufacture, where an object is created by adding material layer by layer. It creates a solid object from a digital file. So we can say that a 3D printer is a machine which allows 3D printing processing. So how does a 3D printer and so how a 3D printing works, the process works? So first you have to model your object in the 3D way. So when you finish to model your object by using, for example, a software or to take an object from a website, you then slice your object, your 3D object, by using also a software, because the step is meant to the 3D printer, because it's the standard file, a slice file that a 3D printer can read. So when your 3D model slice is finished, you just have to feed it into 3D printer by USB, SD, or Wi-Fi. And so your 3D printer is ready to make your 3D object. After the printing, you have your final physical object by using a 3D printer. So the next step that we will see is what a 3D printer can do. What kind of objects can it make? So 3D printer can do several types of objects depending on the material used and also the method of printing that is used. It can make objects from plastic, metal, or even living cells. So a different possibility are limitless and depend on the age and the material that you want to use to make your object. Next, what are the fields interested by 3D printing? So, what are the fields interested by 3D printing? The first field is the medical field. Actually, doctors are using 3D printer to make new arms, new legs, or new foot for the patient who fits perfectly to the patients who need them. Then hospitals also use 3D printer to make new body parts, such as new ear, new nose, or new finger. And even they are using a few 3D printer with materials such as cartilage. That means the materials that our air is made. Secondly, we have the aerospace field. Aerospace engineers use 3D printing to make new parts of engine which are more efficient and which use less fuel. Then we have the industrial manufacturing. The industrial manufacturing use 3D printing to make specific parts and devices for the machine that they want to make or produce. Then finally we have the food field. Effectively, with 3D printing, chefs are using it to experiment new kind of food that we can't even imagine. So, conclusion. Even if the 3D printing is a new concept for most of people, the future that this concept reserves us is not fully discovered. So it's sure that this technology reserves us new useful things. Thanks for listening to